Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 9 p.m. English News Edition. Here are the top stories. Allies threaten at the Congress of Prosperity in Ethiopia. Strong support for Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission. And finally, for the international news, in the Middle East, a step toward justice in the Gaza Trust. The details in this news. Welcome to our newsroom. As I mentioned in the titles, in the context of strengthening bilateral relations, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dawale, Secretary General of the Popular Rally for Progress (RPP) and Minister of Economy and Finance of Djibouti, leading a large delegation with Djibouti's ambassador to Addis Ababa, Mr. Abdi Haibe, attended to Second Congress of the Prosperity Rally, the ruling party in Ethiopia, yesterday in front of an assembly of more than 1,700 Congress members and delegates. The theme from promise to practice resonated as a call to action and a political commitment. Over 1,700 members, leaders and representatives of the party, along with more than a dozen allied political parties from across Africa and beyond, participated in the Congress to deliberate on key national issues and shape Ethiopia's future. International delegation from a wide range of countries also took part in the Congress. Under the theme From Promise to Practice, the Congress emphasized the need to translate political commitments into concrete actions. This Second Congress of the Prosperity Party also served as a platform to strengthen regional alliances. International delegations expressed their support to Ethiopia. The support for Ethiopia in its efforts of reconstruction and development. The Congress not only allowed the Prosperity Party to affirm its vision for Ethiopia, but also to consolidate regional and international partnership. Mr. Dawale, Ilyas Musa Dawale, conveying a message of support for President Ismail Omar Guelleh, praised the excellence of the relations between the leaders, peoples, and political parties of both nations.
First and foremost, allow me to bring you warm fraternal greeting and heartfelt congratulations from your brother, His Excellency Al-Haj Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic of Djibouti and President of the People's Rally for Progress of Djibouti. His Excellency extends his best wishes for the successful deliberation of this memorable Second Congress of Prosperity Party. I would like to take this moment to sincerely thank you for the warm hospitality extended to our delegation since our arrival in Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, as well as the capital of Africa. We were a lot talking about change happening in Ethiopia as well as in Addis. We really commend you for the radical and transformative progress taking place across Ethiopia. We witnessed the stunning modernization of Addis Ababa, a revolution in infrastructure as well as in urban development. Addis in the Simwa, Yabalade Addis Zare. But also, the rural Ethiopia seems flourishing through the experience we are having as well as progressing. Under your bold leadership, Ethiopia has rapidly emerged as a model of self-sufficiency in agriculture, achieving significant strides in food security and economic resilience in just few years. This is visionary leadership in action. Excellency,
and now, under the leadership of Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble, the National Order of Medical Professions officially launched this Tuesday the first two Djiboutian Learned Societies. The Djibouti Society of Pediatrics, chaired by Dr. Emma Asina, and the Djiboutian Society of Dental Medicine, chaired by Dr. Khair Mohammed. These societies aim to structure and invigorate medical research, encourage the sharing of knowledge among professionals, and contribute to the development of recommendations tailored to the realities of Djibouti. Their goal to improve patient care by harmonizing practices and developing strong local expertise. A ceremony marked by high-level speech on the occasion, several prominent figures from the healthcare sector spoke to highlight the importance of this initiative and the collective commitment that made it possible. Dr. Degan Abdullahi, Vice President of the Council of the Order, opened the ceremony by praising this historic advancement for the medical profession in Djibouti. Thus, the two learned societies chose to place their work under the sponsorship of the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdullah. The Minister praised the initiative and committed to supporting them in their early steps, providing the necessary institutional and logistical support to bring their ambitions to life. Dr. Emma Asina, President of the Djiboutian Society of Pediatrics, and Dr. Khair Mohammed, President of the Djiboutian Society and Dental Medicine, their speech passionately outlined the ambition and mission of these new entities.
Trajectoire de la santé infantile à Djibouti, avec ambition, solidarité et détermination.
The path to child health in Djibouti with ambition, solidarity and determination. We will lay the foundation for a future where every child can grow up healthy and reach their full potential. Thank you for your attention and support. Together, let's make this scholarly community a driving force for positive change.
C'est avec un immense honneur et une grande responsabilité que je prends la parole en cette soirée de lancement de deux.
It is with immense honor and a deep sense of responsibility that I speak to you this evening at the launch of Djibouti's first two learned societies in veterinary and dental medicine. As the president of the Djiboutian Association of Dental Medicine, I am here to share with you our vision, ambitions, and commitment to the future of dental medicine and oral health. Our association was born from a collective reflection and a shared determination among the country's dental practitioners to break free from professional isolation, where each of us in our own corner practices only what we have learned. We envisioned a platform where we could share experiences, discuss the challenges we face in our daily practice, find solutions together, and standardize our treatment protocols. This collaborative effort has led us to advance dental medicine as a medical science through research, national studies, and the publication of work conducted by Djiboutians in Djibouti, both nationally and internationally.
Dr. Suleiman Noor Aye emphasized for his part the crucial role that these learned societies play in advancing advanced medical practices and fostering the development of national scientific expertise. The Minister of Health concluded the ceremony by reaffirming the government's unwavering support for these new entities. Let's listen to the Minister.
C'est avec un immense honneur et une profonde satisfaction que je prends la parole ce soir en cette occasion historique qui marque le lancement de deux premières sociétés.
It is with immense honor and deep satisfaction that I speak before you this evening on this historic occasion, the launch of Djibouti's first two learned societies in pediatrics and dental medicine. This marks a pivotal moment in the evolution of our healthcare system, a testament to the dedication of all healthcare professionals and, in particular, the commitment of the Medical Professions Council to medical excellence, scientific progress, and the continuous improvement of patient care. A learned society is not merely a gathering of professionals in a specific field. It is a driving force for knowledge, a platform for innovation, and a catalyst for improving medical practices. By establishing this, we are providing veterinarians and dentists in Djibouti with a space to collaborate, share experiences, and strengthen their expertise in service of their fellow citizens. As a veterinarian myself, I'm especially moved to witness the birth of the Pediatric Society and deeply honored to serve as its first honorary president. Children represent the future of our nation, and their health must be a top priority. The society will unite our efforts to address the unique challenge of child health in our country, combating malnutrition, fighting infectious diseases, managing developmental disorders, and much more. Equally significant is the creation of the Learned Society of Dental Medicine. Oral health is often overlooked, yet it is fundamental to overall well-being. Through this society, we will promote preventive care, improve access to treatment, and enhance expertise in a field that is essential to the quality of life of our population. The Ministry of Health is fully committed to supporting the societies. We will provide them with the necessary resources to ensure their growth and effective operation, reinforcing our shared mission of advancing healthcare in Djibouti.
The Minister of Labor, His Excellency Mr. Omar Abdi Saeed, along with Djibouti's Ambassador to Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Dr. Mr. Diaidin Saeed Bamakhrama, and senior ministry officials participated in the second edition of the International Labor Market Conference held in Riyadh from January 29th to 30th, 2025. The event supported by the bank gathered over 500 participants, including 50 labor ministers and 200 experts from 50 countries, discussing labor market transformation, workforce dynamics, and mobility policies. On the conference sidelines, Minister Omar Abdi Saeed met with Saudi Arabia's Deputy Minister of Labor, Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al Abu Tanain. They discussed collaboration on employment and workforce mobility, particularly regarding Djiboutian workers in Saudi Arabia. Both sides committed to strengthen cooperation for better integration of Djiboutian workers in the Saudi labor market. This participation highlights Djibouti's commitment to developing its labor market and promoting international employment opportunities for its workers. And now, on his speech, the Ministry of Labor indicated that the discussion at the conference addressed a wide range of important topics, including the challenges and opportunities associated with the transformation of the labor market. Participants explored the evolving dynamics of the workforce and the policies surrounding mobilities. Emphasizing this exchange provided valuable insights into how countries can adapt to these changes and create more inclusive and sustainable labor markets. We're coming back to Djibouti now, to Ali Sabih, where the city of Ali Sabih hosted a large public march this morning in support of His Excellency Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy for the presidency of the African Union Commission. Thousands of Djiboutians from all parts of the country gathered to express their unified support for this candidacy, which carries an ambitious vision for Africa's future. The march began in front of the Ali Sabih Prefect Office, attracting a massive crowd, largely composed of young people from the Community Development Center in the 5 regions of the country and the capital. In a festive yet serious atmosphere, participants waved flags and held banners expressing their support for His Excellency Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf candidacy. His Excellency Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy for the African Union presidency focuses on his commitment to African youth. He has repeatedly emphasized that if he is granted this position, it will be entirely dedicated to empowering youth, education, and professional inclusion for young people across the continent. The vision resonated strongly with the participants, who praised his ambition to make youth a driving force for Africa's development. The large turnout in Ali Sabih is a clear indication of the widespread support for Mahmoud Ali Yusuf candidacy among Djiboutians. It also sends a powerful message to the entire continent, a united Africa, determined to face the challenges of the 21st century through its dynamic youth and visionary leaders. The Minister of the region, Mr. Mohamed Warsama Diri, alongside with the Prefect of the region, Mr. Abdul Malik Mohamed Banoita, and other officials, expressed their sincere thanks to all participants. The February 1st, 2025 march will remain etched in memory as a powerful moment of mobilization and solidarity, embodying the determination of the Djiboutian people to support the candidacy of Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. The city of Ali Sabih hosted a special ceremony this morning, again in support of Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf candidacy for the presidency of the African Union Commission. The event took place at the Ali Sabih Sports Stadium, a symbolic venue for this large-scale mobilization, gathering political leaders, public figures, and citizens committed to the renewal process of the African Union. The ceremony was presided over by the Ministry of Commerce and Tourism, Mr. Mohamed Warsama Diri, and was attended by the Prefect of the Ali Sabih region in the Djibouti city, the President of the Regional Council, the Mayors of Balbala and Bulaus, Members of Parliament from the Ali Sabih region, as well as the civil society's representatives. The ceremony, marked by passionate speeches in a wave of solidarity, provided an opportunity to reaffirm Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's vision and commitment to a united, prosperous, and forward-looking Africa. The ceremony is part of the support for Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy for the presidency of the African Union Commission, with the aim of mobilizing the entire population around this ambitious project for Africa. MPs and the prefect of the region of Al Sabih also called for unity and African solidarity, emphasizing that the presidency of the African Union Commission represents a unique opportunity for the continent to redefine itself and move forward together toward a brighter future. And now the Minister of Commerce indicated that through this initiative, the citizens of Al Sabih and the entire Republic of Djibouti expressed their unwavering support for Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy, confident in his ability to represent the aspiration of Africans and strengthen Pan-African institutions. The Minister of the region, Mr. Mohamed Warsame Adiri, also praised the civic spirit and enthusiasm for the Djiboutians, who once again demonstrated their commitment to major national and continental causes. He expressed his gratitude to all those who participated in this historic mobilization in support of Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's candidacy for the African Union Commission. And now the Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, thanked all the Assajogs and Benin Jogs and the others who came from Djibouti and other regions of the country to participate in this ceremony and the march titled the March of Mount Are, dedicated to support his candidacy for the presidency of the African Union Commission. And he said, "The campaign I am leading is not easy. It is a national cause. I am participating in this election on behalf of our country, the Republic of Djibouti. This candidacy holds particular importance, and there are other candidates with whom I am competing for this AU position. The hope of winning is not small. The election will take place on February 15th. I thank the Assajogs and Benin Jogs. I also extend a special thanks to my colleague and friend, the Minister of Commerce and Tourism, Mr. Mohamed Warsame Adiri, the organizer of this event, and all other senior officials of the country. I assure you that you have inspired me in a remarkable way. This reflects national unity and solidarity among citizens. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf is one of these citizens of the country. This competition I am participating in is a national cause. May God make things easier for us as we are in campaign for this. The President is unconditionally by my side. He is committed to meeting with many heads of state, and likewise governments. Members have traveled to numerous capitals across the continent.
So that's
the Tajura region is pleased to announce the organization of an exceptional musical and cultural evening dedicated to support Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, candidate for the presidency of the African Union Commission. The population of Tajura celebrates this historic candidacy with pride through music and culture. This evening is a strong moment to reinforce the spirit of solidarity and unity. The celebration of culture and music for such a cause is an inspiring way to show support for a leader who could represent the interests of the region, the nation, and Africa. Optimistic and enthusiastic for the future, the organizers of the ceremony also called for African unity and solidarity, emphasizing that the presidency of the African Union Commission represents a unique opportunity for the continent to redefine itself and move forward together toward a better future. State Secretary for Sport said in this speech that through this initiative, Tajura and the entire Republic of Djibouti are expressing their unwavering support for Mahmoud Ali Yusuf.
Cette soirée est dédiée pour Mahmoud Ali Yusuf.
This evening is dedicated to Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, who has entrusted me with the honor of being here with you today in his absence. As he is not in Djibouti, he is currently traveling across Africa railing support. I told my friend Mahmoud that the entire Tajura region and the Republic of Djibouti are constantly standing behind you. And as a man of faith, I believe everything will come together as it should. I wished my friend Mahmoud good fortune, and I truly believe we will succeed. He is the son of Tajura, the white city with its 7 mosques. I mention the mosques because I, too, have a deep connection to it. In a way, this bond has brought me here today, allowing me to stand with the people of Tajura on his behalf.
The National Agency for the Promotion of Culture, ANPC, through its Department of National Archives, organized the first awareness workshop on Decree number 2024-248 MGC concerning the regulation of public and private archives in the Republic of Djibouti on Thursday, January 30, 2025. The The event took place in the training room of the DAN in the presence of several archivists from public institutions in the Prime Minister's office. Adopted on September 30, 2024, this decree represents a significant advancement in the management of archives in Djibouti, structured into 5 sections and consisting of 30 articles. As part of the effective implementation of this decree, the DAN has planned a series of awareness workshops as announced by the Ministry of Youth and Culture during the National Heritage Week in December 2024. The Director General of the NPC stated that through this initiative, the NPC aims to make Djiboutian archives a well-maintained and accessible heritage, thereby ensuring the memory and history of the country for future generations.
L'adoption de ces décrets marque une étape essentielle dans la structuration et la gestion des archives nationales.
The adoption of this decree marks a crucial step in the structuring and management of the National Archives. It strengthens the existing legal framework and clearly defines the obligations and responsibilities of each public sector entity regarding archiving. We are at a pivotal moment where archive management can no longer be seen as a mere administrative task, but rather as a strategic tool for transparency, administrative continuity, and the preservation of national heritage. One of the key strengths of this decree is the clarification of the role of the National Archives Department, which now serves as a true regulatory and guiding body for all administrative institutions. In document management, it stands as a central authority of the state, responsible for all matters related to archives at the national level.
On Wednesday, 29th, 2025, the Djiboutian Coast Guard Camp Dorale hosted a closing ceremony for a series of training sessions organized as part of the capacity building project on maritime security and safety in its 3rd phase in partnership with JICA, as well as the capacity building project on search and rescue at sea with IOM. The ceremony was presided over by Colonel Vice Omar Bokore, Commander of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, in the presence of Mr. Hara Keshi, His Excellency Mr. Hara Keshi, the Japanese Ambassador to Djibouti, Mr. David Mark, Deputy Head of Mission of IOM, and Mr. Kaneda Masayuki, the Permanent Representative of JICA to Djibouti. These training sessions, led by experts from this GCG, focused on techniques such as boarding, stopping, and arresting, which benefited members of the Rapid Intervention Group and those from the GCD's naval units. Furthermore, additional training on search and rescue techniques was also provided by GCG experts to the GCD's Search and Rescue Service. The primary objective of this training was to adequately prepare Djiboutian Coast Guard officers with the necessary skills to professionally and effectively respond to maritime emergency situations. These techniques are crucial for successfully carrying out sea mission to strengthen the enforcement of maritime laws in Djiboutian water. These training sessions represent a renewed commitment to strengthen the operational capabilities of the Djiboutian Coast Guard as part of ongoing cooperation between the institutions and its international partners. The ceremony concluded with the presentation of certificates to the participants who received words of encouragement from the commander of the Djiboutian Coast Guard. Mr. Kaneda, representative of JICA in Djibouti, indicated that the repetition and consolidation of these techniques are crucial in your intervention missions as they prepare you to face various threats in an appropriate and timely manner.
Je crois que les participants ont acquis une plus grande conscience en tant que les futurs formateurs.
I believe the participants have gained a heightened awareness as future trainees. Repetition and reinforcement of these techniques are essential in your intervention missions, as they will prepare you to respond effectively and swiftly to various threats. I would like to congratulate all participants and encourage them to apply the knowledge gained during this training, share their expertise with fellow members of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, and oversee the proper implementation of these techniques. Dear participants, as you are all aware, JICA has recently provided 2 patrol vessels. However, I also want to emphasize the importance of human capabilities. We believe that continuous training, even during periods where Japanese experts are not physically present in Djibouti, is key to maximizing the impact of equipment utilization. Additionally, the WHO has implemented a project to support daily operations with financial cooperation for the government of Japan.
And now, for his part, Mr. Hara Keshi, his ambassador of Japan to Djibouti, expressed his satisfaction in knowing that experts from the Japanese Coast Guard had contributed to training within the framework of the JICA project.
Je suis ravi d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui à l'occasion de la cérémonie de clôture des formations du projet de coopération technique de la JICA et
The Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden form a strategic maritime corridor with about 20,000 merchant vessels passing through each year. Additionally, over 200,000 migrants attempt to cross the Bab el-Mandab Strait annually, fleeing conflict, climate change, and economic inequalities. Sadly, shipwrecks involving migrants' boats remain all too frequent. To address this challenge, Japan has been providing support to the Djiboutian Coast Guard, including the provision of monitoring equipment, patrol vessels, and personnel training through JICA. In this regard, a new 35-meter patrol vessel arrived in Djibouti last November. We also have finance projects aimed at strengthening the capabilities of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, implemented by international organizations such as WHO. Today, I am pleased to see the experts from the Japan Coast Guard have contributed to training under both the JICA project and the WHO-led initiative. I hope that the strong coordination between the various cooperation projects led by Japan in support of the Djiboutian Coast Guard will create effective synergies on the ground.
On this occasion, Colonel Wais Omar Bokore, commander of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, highlighted in an important speech the significance of this training session and expressed his recognition and gratitude to His Excellency Ambassador Hara Kechi.
Immense plaisir pour moi de participer à cette cérémonie de clôture marquant l'achèvement d'une série de formations dispensées par les membres de la garde-côte japonaise.
It is with great pleasure for me to take part in this closing ceremony marking the completion of a series of training sessions conducted by members of the Japan Coast Guard for the benefit of the Djiboutian Coast Guard personnel. These trainings covered arrest techniques, boarding and rescue operations benefiting the Rapid Intervention Unit and the Naval Resources Division of the Djiboutian Coast Guard. These sessions, held as part of the project to strengthen the operational capabilities of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, illustrate the deep and fruitful cooperation between our institution, our Japanese Coast Guard counterparts, and the International Organization for Migration. This collaboration aims to equip our personnel with the essential skills and expertise needed to ensure the security of our territorial waters and the wider region. Developing specialized skills is a top priority for our institution, and this series of training programs enhances the technical expertise of our personnel while strengthening their ability to act with efficiency, precision, and professionalism. The skills acquired and refined through this training are crucial in addressing the growing challenge of maritime security. On this occasion, I would like to express our deep gratitude to the government and people of Japan for their unwavering support and sincere commitment to our institution in the field of security and maritime safety. Our heartfelt thanks also goes to the Embassy of Japan in Djibouti, JICA, and the International Organization for Migration for their continuous support, which reflects the strong friendship and trust that underpin our cooperation.
And now for the international news, as I mentioned, top stories about a bus carrying for the first 32 Palestinian detainees out of 183 who were to be released on this Saturday from the Israeli Ofer prison arrived in Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. They were welcomed by their relatives, leading the scenes of joy among a large crowd gathered to greet them. Furthermore, the Red Cross expressed its outrage of the way the Israeli prison administration handled the release of security prisoners from the Ketzel prison today, according to a security source. Keith Siegel was released at the port of Gaza City in the northern Gaza Strip and then handed over to the army by the Red Cross. An hour earlier, Israeli Yarden Bibas and Franco-Israeli Ofer Calderon had also been released in Khan Yunis in the southern part of the enclave. This is it for this 9 p.m. English News Edition. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned for more on RTD.